nervous?
No, not really.
Coming through.
Whatever. I recorded that, by the way. I did. I recorded all of it. No, not the first one. And I recorded this too. Oh, I wish this thing would fade down a little slow. It won't. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Curtis Reese. We do have a channel. It's a very interesting channel. It's on the YouTube network or YouTube channel.
You'll get it figured out.
Shut up. Anyway, it's on the YouTube channel, the Pickleball Show with Curtis Reese. My next guest is a local guy, a local pro guy, man, been around Dallas for a long time, and he's at a very prestigious facility that I got to work for a year, almost 2 years. I had a lot of fun there. Great leadership from TBar Raquet Club. It was just purchased, and we have Shawn Edwards here with us, and he's going to talk to us about several things he does involving racket sports and as well other things at this new facility he's here to talk about.
A lot going on.
Yep. All right, there we go. Where are we at? What's up, bro?
What's up, man? How's it going?
Let's look at that.
It's good seeing you again.
All right, how are you been, man? You doing all right?
Busy. Yeah.
Busy?
Yeah, we've had a lot going on, so it's exciting. It's a lot of exciting stuff.
What? You had a lot
Probably
going
haven't
on
heard
there.
anything about that, I would assume.
It's only good stuff.
I keep you in the loop. So.
Yeah, shut up. No, you don't. We're talking with Shawn Edwards. Shawn, how are you, man?
I'm good. Yeah.
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, no, appreciate you reaching out.
No, you're welcome.
Yeah. No.
Well, tell us about Shawn. I've got some notes here that Shawn I have. He's the director of operations and the events and lots of other things.
Yeah, programming.
Yeah, programming.
Yeah, here and there. So yeah, at TBar Raquet Club, I'm director of operations, programming, events, you name it. I'm kind of doing a little bit of everything at TBar as we're going through renovations that are just going to be amazing. I don't know if you've seen any of the renderings; they're just super impressive.
Yeah.
So hopefully we're kind of luckily on schedule, which is great when you do any kind of reservations actually be on schedule. But end of the year we should be in the new clubhouse and we should be getting our official outdoor pickleball, which we've never had really true official pickleball courts at TBar. So that'll be very soon, hopefully before the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got the new property next door, Preston Playhouse.
That is something that I would like to talk about because I think it's the whole entire facility itself, the history of the juniors, of the players that have taught there, the pros that have been there. I mean, it's just an amazing staple here in Dallas, Texas.
Right.
And tell us a little bit more about that park house. I apologize. Playhouse, the Preston Playhouse. Yes,
so,
talk to us.
Yeah, it just worked out to be a great opportunity with having a facility next door that was an LA Fitness. They went out of business kind of around the time of COVID.
That's right.
And it sat there, and luckily Brady Wood, who's he's with Woodhouse. He's the one that kind of is part of the owner and operator of TBar Raquet Club.
Mm-hmm.
And then now he's, as well for Preston Playhouse.
Mm-hmm.
And he saw the vision with this place of, hey, like we can take pickle in here, we can take paddle in here, there's swim. So it opened up a really cool opportunity. And he has kind of that vision that he's bringing to TBar and bringing it to this as well of, we could just do, like a lot of places and say, hey, here's a spot where we can just put in pickleball. But it's like, no, it wants to be, something that's social, something that just has its own vibe and it's fun and there's retro and modern. It's just, it's its own cool little spot where it's not just, hey, come in here and grind pickleball or padel. It's come in and like hang out and socialize. It's just a fun place. It's a fun environment. It's colorful. So yeah, it's a really fun opportunity to be involved with.
Yeah, it's really cool, that area where you're at. If you look this up on Google Maps, or look at TBar Raquet Club, RACQUET Racket Club, and what was across there was the Valley View Mall, right? How long ago they demolished that? Do you know?
I feel like it's been a decade, and
we're
still,
right? Yeah.
Kind of working on getting through that process, but
it's all flat now, right? It's all flattened.
They've taken out quite a bit of it. Yeah, if you're on that Montfort side, you can see quite a bit that's been taken out. So yeah, they're moving. It's just it's a slow progress.
And they're going to, in that area over there, there's going to be all high rises and nice. It's over called Midtown over there, 635
between
between Preston.
Kind of meet with the Galleria.
Oh, yeah.
And they're supposed to have a lot of green space,
I
think equal to or bigger than Central Park in New York is what they talked about. I don't know if that's changed at all.
Yeah,
it's a good spot to be in for what we have there. And
that Preston Playhouse?
Yeah.
Tell us what all the amenities.
Really,
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Both of them.
both,
I
really.
misspoke. Yes, both of them.
Yeah.
Again, Shawn Edwards, the director of operations and programming, as well as events, and that's it. He does a lot of shit. All right, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
We have to edit that, but sorry. But anyway, so tell us about the facility. What's in it? What all's coming?
For Preston Playhouse?
Yes, please.
Yeah, so right now we're 9.
You can talk about both, please.
Okay.
Yeah, both of them.
We'll start with Preston Playhouse since it's, we're very close to opening publicly. Right now we're doing kind of a soft opening, which luckily we have our full TBar membership that's got to kind of soft open, test it a little bit for us, and we've got our pros that are at TBar M.
Oh, yeah.
They've kind of helped along the way with
Superstars.
that. So we're already doing a little bit here and there, but next week, kind of going into into April is the first time that we'll go public with 9 indoor pickleball courts,
9, wow.
2 padel courts, and then 4 lanes of indoor swim. That's a heated pool. So
what?
Yeah, there's not.
You gotta be kidding me, dude.
So there's not a lot of facilities that have that.
No.
That grouping. So it's fun to have that, and we're gonna bring in a lot of fun food and beverage elements.
That is cool.
We're gonna have some really great partners.
Yeah.
Kind of going into it that we'll.
I'll partner with you.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Shut
We could
up.
use you. But yeah, I mean that's some of the stuff that we'll be able to announce, and we'll do fun pop-ups, and we'll do events,
That's
and it's
so
just
awesome.
a cool opportunity to have. I mean, it's a 43,000 square foot building. It's a lot you can do in that space.
Was it all one story, or is it?
It used to have a second level, kind of a mezzanine area you would come through, but for the height that we needed, both for padel and for pickleball, we just kind of had to take it out and utilize the height of that building, and it's great. It's worked out perfect. So it's exciting to play in there.
I've been able to meet Mr. Wood, and he's a great guy.
Right.
And his sister both. They're amazing people, and I know when they took it over, they had a vision, and I could see when you guys talked about them all. You've seasoned pros and veteran pros, and Darren Boyd and Chris Wade, amazing leaders there. I saw it. I'm so happy you guys are doing good with that. So let's talk about. You said paddle.
Padel.
No, it's called paddle, man. I've been confirmed. I've pros on my show. They say it's called paddle.
Okay, yeah. It's gone back and forth on me. I guess it depends on who you talk to.
Fair enough. The Americans versus the Europeans, or
right? Yeah.
And they've also another cool thing is that they've also got our paddle guy for the show, Nico Abertelli, on staff there. His dad used to own it. Amazing player, good guy. He's good friends with Shawn.
Yeah, that's the best thing you can ask for when you open a paddle place is you have the current MVP of the PPA or the PPL league, which is
what's PPL?
That's the professional paddle league.
There you go.
So that's it started up last year in the inaugural year. He did an amazing job.
Yeah, I know he was on it. Yeah,
how good he is.
That's
and
great.
They're going into their second year now, so he'll start playing. But he plays internationally he's going to Spain and playing Argentina, so Paraguay. So he's kind of all over the place right now playing internationally, which is just the coolest thing you can ask for. So that brings us a lot of notoriety for having a guy like him, as our
director,
our local pro. Who else could you rather have lessons from than a guy like Nico who's proven his skill level? So
yeah, he's a hard worker. Works hard.
Yep.
So again, I got sidetracked. So we talked about Nico. I'm also going to learn paddle.
I would love to see you
I am
out there on the court with me.
Head's sending me some paddles, contract, a pickleball, a tennis contract. So I'm going to get beat up by Nico. We're going to video it. You want to come play with us?
I would love to be.
Oh, you want to come in it?
Yeah, I mean, I'll try not to hold y'all down too much, but
I'm going to get my ass kicked. I'm going to break something. But
if I can play on Nico's side, then you can. We'll get you with somebody. Yeah,
I'll play with Nico, you jerk.
Somebody decent. We'll put somebody decent with you.
All right. I was speaking with Shawn Edwards, a good friend of the show and part of the show now. Here he's the TBar M savant, Preston Playhouse savant. He's a man that fills many hats. So let's talk about this. I have in my notes here, U.S. Board of Directors paddle. Did I say that right?
The United States Paddle Association. So, yeah, I was on the board of the USPA, and it was kind of a great time to be in it. We were doing a lot of new things. It was still a little bit in its infancy as it was converting from one hand to another, and now it's in really great hands with the board that they have now. But it was a fun opportunity. It was still really growing. Outside of Texas, there was just a few people. It was Texas had some courts between us, Houston, Austin. Miami had courts. There was a big place in Vegas, and then California. But outside of that, there was few and far between. So it was kind of growing into itself. And there was a lot of things that we needed to figure out as far as just how our ranking system's going to work, how do our tournament schedule work. So it was a good opportunity to learn that side of it, to communicate with different parts of the country who are kind of, they're saying, in Miami, like, here's how we do the sport. And in Texas, here's how we're doing the sport.
Yeah.
And I think seeing, even from TBar, I mean, the best part of that was we had a super heavy tennis influence, which I think has helped, Nico and guys like that.
Oh, yeah.
They have a history of playing, really high level tennis, playing collegiate tennis. And that brought a whole new element that a lot of the other side of it that just kind of came from paddle only, we were able to match up a lot better than I think they even expected.
That's awesome.
So once we figured out angles, positioning, I mean, it's a lot of footwork and figuring out how things are going to come off the wall.
Wow.
So once that stuff got figured out, I think it's gotten so much more popular.
Yeah.
And it's not something that's super scary anymore to some players that are like, I don't really understand. Is this squash? Is it more like tennis? And it's a mix. I mean, that's kind of the thing, is it's a mix. It's on a smaller court. It's using the walls, and it's just, for a tennis player that's pretty high level, it's easy to kind of just jump in and say, yeah, this is super athletic and it's fun and it's addicting. And
same scoring, right? 15, 30, 40, right? And they don't play singles, do they? It's just doubles?
Yeah, singles is a little too tough.
Oh, shit. They play singles?
No, they don't play
That's
singles.
what I thought. I'm like, I never heard of that one.
I've attempted, and it's, you get stuck pretty quick trying to run down.
I wish I would have seen that. That's all right. You're going to watch me play paddle.
We can try to play singles, but it's a workout. So,
wait, man.
Yeah.
All right. We're speaking with Shawn Edwards here. We're just talking about Preston Playhouse. Tell us about the paddle courts, what they have in there. I don't know if you said anything about that. How many do you have in there?
We've got 2 in there.
What do you still have the ones at at T-Bar?
So right now we were in the process of building eventually 5 new paddle courts. So we were able to take what we had at T-Bar and in this renovation process, move those into the new facility. So it was a great use of the space. We didn't have to just say, okay, well, we have to trash these courts or try to find a buyer or something else, even though now we're bringing in all new, kind of more state-of-the-art, a newer system, because what we brought in initially was, what we got in 2017, and it's great. But now having like 5 new panoramic courts at TBar M is just going to be super awesome. We can do way bigger tournaments. And I think just as the paddle community grows, it's a great opportunity for us to have that. That's
awesome. So we're talking with Shawn Edwards from Preston Playhouse and TBar Raquet here in Dallas, owned by Woodhouse, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
And they own the Park House, which is a very, very nice, to say the least, in Dallas. It's a very, very, very nice dining club. Is that right?
It's a social club.
I apologize for lack of verbiage. But yeah, it's very nice. It's right in the heart of Dallas. So anyway, well, Shawn, I got to tell you, man, this hasn't been as difficult as you said it was going to be.
It's the other way around.
No. Anything else you want to talk about? Anything else coming up, like events? Talk about events or where we would find some stuff online, because we've got some viewers and listeners from all over the world now.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of it kind of that we're.
When is the grand opening?
So grand opening is April 3rd.
Okay, April 3rd.
Yep. So we're really we'll have a private event that'll sort of launch the opening of this. But right now you can go to PrestonPickleball.com and you can get a membership right now, actually. So there's different membership tiers.
Yeah.
One.
Just tell us where you want to tell. Where people.
So yeah. So for paddle, there's a category, and we just have it kind of separated out where you can get a paddle membership, whether it's annual, whether it's a monthly rate, or if you just say, hey, I just want to do drop-in, you can just be a drop-in player, come in, pay that rate. But there's also opportunities, as a member, to have that community side of it. There's matchmaking capabilities where you can say, okay, let's see if I can find a few different people to play with. And then same thing on pickleball. So there's pickleball memberships that we have as well. So if you just want to do pickleball, you don't really care about the paddle. But I think a lot of it will be, hey, some paddle guys will come in and then they'll start playing pickleball. And the same thing, I think pickleball guys will come in and say,
gorgeous universe right there, my friend.
Yeah, so it's a great opportunity to introduce both communities to the sport and them to kind of like, we're doing mixers together, right now where paddle and pickle, both mixers with the same night.
That's so awesome.
Let's kind of bring those groups together. It's all social. So that's part of it, doing the programming, trying to find really good programming events for that space and doing stuff really, I mean, our whole mindset is like, we're going to do stuff that no one else would consider doing from a fun aspect. It's going to just be creative things. We'll have different events. We'll have DJs. We'll have all these different things.
I know. I've seen how it works over there, bro. It's a party, man.
It just makes it exciting. It's just something different. It's, we want to still do the core stuff of doing open plays, doing leagues, doing tournaments. So all that'll happen. But we just want to have more, fun social times as well.
I'd be lying if I said I did not want to ask this question, but I do want to ask this question because it's a part of me. It's my sons don't play it. My wife kind of plays it a little bit, but Tennis. How's tennis looking there? Same. Well, it's a gorgeous facility. What's happening there with that?
Tennis is amazing. I mean,
What are they going to add there? You keeping everything the same?
Well, we have some new additions that we didn't have before. We had a certain amount of indoor and hard. So indoor courts will stay the same. We'll still have all our 8 indoor courts.
Yeah. Good.
They'll all eventually get completely resurfaced. So we've already resurfaced all of our current outdoor hard courts. We have new fencing, new screens, new canopies, all that stuff. But we're also about to have our red clay, which I'm super excited about.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Yeah. Hold on. What? Red clay.
Red clay.
In Dallas, in Texas.
Right. So
talk about this madness.
Yeah. Luckily, we're in a position where we can do things right. We can have underground irrigation. We can just put it in, the way that we would want to have done it from the get-go.
Yeah.
So having red clay is going to be fun, and we're kind of doing a theme of
so
the Grand Slams.
Awesome, man. It makes me so happy.
So we'll have sort of the Grand Slam layout where we'll have the red clay.
Dude, cool.
We'll have kind of the blue and green of U.S. Open.
Okay.
We're also going to have a stadium court that's the blue on blue of Australian Open. So what's left? What do you think we're missing here on that?
U.S. Open?
No, U.S. Open's
the French.
No, French is the red clay. We're missing the grass.
Grass, yeah.
Which is in the works down the line. So
there's no way in hell you're getting. Last night grass courts like in 2003 in South Lake. Come on. Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's there.
I believe it.
Yeah. I won't give you a date yet, but.
Hang on. No, that's good. Button. I'll ask you later. Wait, hang on. Where's the mute? I got mute buttons. Hang on. I'm going to get in trouble. And that's how you kill somebody. Oh, shit. We're cute. I'm just kidding.
That's what we're working on. Yeah.
No, I was just kidding. That's why when you watch the show and we start giving away contests and stuff, we have Easter eggs.
Right. That's important.
And I'd love to tell you where I got that from. And it's from Marvel. And you know this.
Okay. Don't worry that.
So when we start doing contests, and we will. We got Easter eggs at the beginning and the end of all episodes. And it'll be worth it, I can assure you. So keep going off the red clay. I'm sorry. So the grass, that's
yeah. I mean, we'll
like 1 quarter 2. You're doing more than that.
Probably start with one. Yeah, I mean, but that's probably farther down the line.
Yeah. Fair enough.
We're gonna hit the main things of new clubhouse, which is like I said is on track. So that'll be a whole new vision of what our club, like not even close to what our clubhouse was before. Wow. Having banquet space, having a mahjong hall, having rooms where you can just do private dining. We've got a great new executive chef in now who's
What's his name?
Steve Lartz.
There you go.
So he's going to start, he's already kind of cultivating in his head of what are we going to do at the new restaurant.
I was just about to ask you about that. I'm like, man, you were awesome with the food. Let me tell you something. This guy got more compliments when I was doing events with him, which is so awesome to do. Got more compliments on the food at any club I've ever been to. I've been to Royal Oaks. I've been at Brookhaven. I've been at Las Colinas. I was at TBar as my last club, and it was a lot of fun. And it's the one thing that he does a good job. So is it like the similar type meal or menu, or is it just seasonal or what?
I mean, he's already kind of changed some stuff up from what we were doing in the past, which I think has just been super great.
Oh, yeah.
Going really fresh, just doing stuff that's healthy. I mean, with TBarM, that's kind of the way it is. I mean, you're basically walking into, for a lot of our membership, here's
tell us what's in there. People don't know what's in TBar. Tell me what else is in there.
Okay, so we do have a full gym with now 3 great trainers. And we have brand new equipment, in the gym, which has changed obviously from the past. It's great to. I mean, for what we have now, we're just super lucky to have that level of equipment.
Wow.
Not to mention having a wellness center with a chiropractor.
I know that's the cool
staff.
part.
So
Nobody has that. That's
we have
cool.
2 chiropractors on staff, so they can help you with lingering injuries, prevention, and then having a masseuse as well. So with the vision for the future, we just give more space to that, so we can expand on wellness, spa,
experience,
and the fitness side.
It's all family oriented too, right? It's all for families and hang out and spend the day there.
And having the new pool that'll be out there, and the kind of having the little outdoor cabanas.
Sure.
Having taqueria and like stuff like that, where you can just go out and hang out by the pool and socialize, and it's something that really wasn't a part of TBar in the recent past. We didn't have a situation that was really catering to that, and now it's 100% going to be part of that vision. So.
That culture.
Yeah,
Well, I
for
knew it was
sure.
a matter of time it got there with you leading it. So I think that's great. And well, this is Shawn Edwards from TBar Raquet Club and Preston Playhouse. He's a big, does a lot of stuff for those places. I've seen firsthand. And so 2 great places. If someone want to get in touch with you, Shawn, for a job or to meet you or get an autograph or a photograph,
They won't want that.
not with me,
Right. Okay.
but with you, how would they get in touch with you?
They can either go, to our website, tbarmtennis.com or Preston pickleball.com, or they can email me directly, sedwards@tbarmtennis.com. If they want to do events, if they're, just looking for different opportunities, membership, whichever, I can help you.
He's the man of many hats.
Yeah,
he's the
sure,
consummate. He's the consummate employee partner there, stud. I call him. I can be reached at Curtis@ReeseRacketSports.com. Thanks for listening, and there's a lot of good stuff coming up, and I'm hoping we'll be a part of this new racket sports facility here in our lovely Dallas Fort Worth, primarily Dallas. What else you got, bro?
That's it. We covered it.
Is it?
Yeah, sorry.
That's all you gonna say, man?
I mean, you can add anything else you want to. We can go for another hour.
Fuck that, man. Nah, man.
Next time.
Yeah, there will be a next time. Because there always is. Because I kind of don't give up on anything. Ever.
Good mentality.
Ever. Is that fun?